Hey crafty friends, this is Denise with PaperKraftD. Welcome to my 100-day project video series where I finish one quick paper crafting project every day for 100 days. I'm hoping these videos will inspire you to develop your own daily habit to practice your craft. Even if you only have 15 to 20 minutes, these videos are perfect for you. So if you're looking for ideas, inspiration, and motivation, I hope you join in and maybe even craft along with me. So let's get paper crafting. Okay, so today I want to make some inserts for this card that are similar to this inspiration piece that I had made as a sample for the release of this collection for the Elizabeth Craft design team. So the very first thing is from this Reminiscence, the book 5, and I used this toadstool, or I used this mushroom, and I just colorized that a little bit. So we'll do that. That'll be fun. And then, you know, the colors are slightly different for this one than the other one. The other one, my inspiration piece has more greens. So I'm not going to be able to use exactly the same tags that I used in that one, but I'm just showing you some various options that you could use. Like I really like this page. You see it's got these blues in here. That might make a really pretty tag somewhere. And the back is nice and neutral as well. That could look really, really nice. Okay, so out of that book, there's that one. Out of Reminiscence, the book 8, which was the Winter Bliss collection, there's a number of different ones that I think would be really pretty. Like the colors in this blue are really nice with these little pieces here. So any of those I could use. Oops. I've also got these, and while these are a little bit more green, they also have kind of that bluish tint as well. Some of these might be kind of nice. I'm not going to use the North Pole tracking, so I'd have to either cut that part out or use one of these other pieces in here. I don't want to use Holiday Rover, so you know, I'm going to have to be a little careful in terms of not getting holiday themed things, but it's really easy to mask that as well if you do find a piece that you just love. And then there's also these pieces here. These are a little darker, but kind of in the same basic color schemes. Even like these pieces would be really pretty in there. Okay, so those are other options. From the Petal Pink collection, there are a couple things in here, but what I really, really love the most for this one particularly, I just love this paper in general, is this page right here. You know, I could bring in some of the pinks or the like salmon colors or any of the creams. So I could do like this little one right here. What else? There's this one, Harris Bus Service. That could be really cute. Maybe even some with some different blues in them. So, you know, that's an idea. The back is pretty pink, but might be able to tone that down with a little bit of gesso. So that's another idea. I've got this one, the Key Lime Night, and looking through it, I was actually very surprised to find something that I thought would really work with this, and that would be like these colors here would be really pretty. Look at with the dandelions on this. Isn't that gorgeous? Or even this is really nice and neutral, this Fleur. Or this one up here would be really pretty. It's nice and neutral. The butterfly would be nice too. However, we already have a butterfly somewhere else, so I don't really want to use that on this. All right, I'm going to cut this right here. I mean, I also have these tags, which that might look kind of interesting too. And that's already a tag, so that's good. And I don't want to forget these and this colors that I have here. Now this has a little pop of the orange too, so that would not go amiss really to go with some oranges. So I don't know, maybe not that one, maybe something different. Maybe I stick with the mushroom and I do something like that, and then I could do like this. It's got a little bit of the blue in it, different kind of color blue, but pretty. Okay, yes, I really like those colors together. This would actually look really pretty over on the side here, I think. Like maybe that. Want more of that blue. Where's the blue? Give me some blue. All right, I don't really want the bugs for this one. I could do notes. One of these notes would look good, maybe that one. Okay, so I'm going to use this notes right here. So will that fit? Of course it won't. Okay, so I know that I want to use this tag, and that should fit in more or less like this. Oh, look who's visiting today. Come here, Mr. Hopper. Come here. Oh, who's a sweet boy, huh? Who's a sweet boy? Mwah. Yeah, you gotta get down, little bud. Okay. All right, so yeah, I want to use that tag. I've got this card, which kind of ties in those colors there. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good right there, like that. And then I've got this little tag. I kind of want to put that like that, so I'm kind of staggering them a little bit. So I've got that like that. And then I'm thinking I will use this little mushroom right here, like popping out of behind this little tag here. Okay, I'm done with that. I love this, so cute. And that just will tuck in there like that. Oh my gosh, that is super duper cute. Okay, I really love that. Okay, I'm gonna do the easy thing. I'm gonna take everything out. I'm going to ink up all the edges, and then I'll start coloring this little guy. I'm just going to take my walnut stained distress ink and edge all of these. I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole where this actual, you know, where the looks like it's supposed to have a hole there. Okay, and then I'm going to add a grommet. There we go. And I need to switch this off my small one. You know, the tool for the small eyelets that I used on these yesterday. And now I'm going to use the big one on this. So, okay, so I swatched out my inks just to kind of see, you know, color matching and trying to get an idea of what I wanted to do. This is the Rusty Hinge, this is the Aged Mahogany, and this is the Fired Brick. This is the Barn Door, and I think it's a little too bright for this, so I've decided against that one. For the sky area, I've got, let's see, where are my other ones? So I've got Tumbled Glass, Speckled Egg Distress Ink, Weathered Wood, and Speckled Egg Distress Oxide. So, you know, I can kind of get a, it's just nice to have different colors, because then you have a, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You get some depth. That's what I'm looking for. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. I'm going to take one of my little, these are little pads that I like to use. They're very sticky. I think they're made for like electronics, like sticking your cell phone to your dash in your car. But I found they're really good for, you know, holding down little pieces like this when you want to work on them. And yeah, I really like it. So this is what I'm going to be using. All right, so I'm going to start off with just using a little bit of some antique linen as the base for this. I'm just gonna kind of go over the whole thing basically. And I'm using these little round brushes. I had shown you these, I think, previously. I'm not sure. I think I did. But I'll go ahead and link them in the description box below, along with these little pads. I think they're really helpful. And, you know, they're great for electronics, too. I really love them for electronics. So, yeah, I'm like super stoked about that. Okay, so that was the antique linen. I keep my little things separate over there. I'm just going to, I'll just do all the backgrounds first. So I'll start with some tumbled glass. Yeah, let's see. Just, this is the very lightest color, so I'm gonna just kind of, I don't know, do a mottled bit of this. Doesn't need to be perfect or anything. Okay, and you know what? I think I'm going to use a larger brush for this because it's getting kind of, There we go. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, I'm liking that better. It kind of blends in a little bit more. And if I don't really love the way things are turning out, I can add some water and stuff. But I don't think that's going to be necessary. I don't want to add a lot of water to this because I'm just kind of afraid that it's, you know, going to get, you know, ruined. So, you know, I want it a little darker down below here, you know, because it's kind of creating a shadow. You can see it's a little bit, light's coming from here, so it's a little darker underneath. There we go. Okay. That's pretty good. Where's the cap? There it is. Okay, I might add a little bit of the oxide because that's a little bit of a darker color. Get a little bit more darkness over here a little bit. Okay. And then maybe a little bit of the weathered wood. Not a ton, but just a tiny bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. And wipe off the excess ink over here. And then I can go back in like with my lighter color if I want. I want to leave some white in there. I don't want it all to be just okay. I want to get a don't want it to look like it's just okay. Get some of that off. And I could even use later if I want to go back in with some white, I can use some of my picket fence, but right now I'm good with what I'm getting here. I'm going to do a little bit more of some of this yeah, so this is kind of the, there we go. Okay, just as like a little background color. And then I'm going to start with this. I think I'm going to start with the lightest color, which would be the rusty hinge. And I don't really have a good brush for this one. That's already done. So I'm going to have to get a little brush. And I'm just going to see how dark that is. Let's see. I'll just go over this area kind of in here. And I'm just going to be building up some color, really, is kind of what I'm going for here. Just building up a little bit of color. Ooh, that's pretty dark. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. So I've got some of that rusty hinge. And now I can just go to the very next color, the next darkest, which would be this fired brick. Again, I'm just building up some color. I can use a little smaller one, which would probably be more effective here. Go. Okay. And then I can add, oh wait, I need to add a little bit more down here. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the rusty hinge because I want to have a little bit more of that color popping out. Could even use a smaller brush on this, but I didn't. All right. Yeah, I really like that color. That rusty hinge is just gorgeous. Okay, and then the final color that I want to use is this aged mahogany. And you can see I'm just starting in the same spot every time to kind of, you know, just add a little bit of that shadow in there, kind of just building up that color. Can actually add a little shadow right in there. There we go. Not a lot. And have this go down a little bit. All right. And as always, this does not have to be perfect. And I'm just going to go back in again with that rusty hinge. You know what? I'm getting a smaller one because this is a little bit large for some of the spots now. And I'm just kind of blending those together. And there you go. You get kind of a little, I don't know, it's just kind of cool. And it is in the same kind of color family as this, which looks, I think, really, really nice. Right. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Might add a tiny bit more of the red right here and right here. There we go. And then if I want to go back in with a little bit more of the highlights, I can do that. Okay. Okay, I think that's good enough. I'm liking that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in. These little pieces of grass here are really, really thin. So I'm gonna go in with some watercolor pencils. And you know what? I'm not even gonna use these because these are, it's really hard to get these super sharp. We've got Staedtler watercolor pencils. All right, so I'm gonna start with the lightest color, which would be this one. I'm just gonna add it in a few places. So this is gonna be more of a dry looking grass. And then I'll go in with this lighter color, brown. Okay, I don't want to add a ton of water to this, so I'm just going to go over very quickly going over the yellows first, and then I'll do the browns. The other thing that's good to do, you can do with this water pen, is kind of take some color off if it feels like it's gotten too dark. Okay. I'm really liking that. I think I'm gonna leave that right there just like that. And then I'm gonna go back over the top of this with my Micron pen. This one's brown. You can use black, but I'm fine with brown. And I'm just gonna kind of go back over some of the lines that look like they might have gotten a little lost. Because of when we did the, this is working, right? Yeah. When we did the oxide, sometimes the oxides can just go over a pen and kind of lighten it and go over the lines and lighten them. So I'm just going to go over these very quickly because we want those cute little lines to show up. Okay, and then as a final touch, I'm going to go in with some of this white Jelly Roll pen from Sakura. This is a 10, size 10. And I'm just going over some of the areas, like over here, you can see this is like bleeding a little bit. So I'm just going to go over that area there. I want to get this line to be, you know, white again. I could have used some of this mint tape around the edge, which I probably should have done actually. In retrospect, I should have added the mint tape so that, you know, this stayed white instead of getting the color of whatever ink I was putting there. So yeah, I don't know. Just kind of go around. It'll look a little more painterly, a little less perfect, but I'm okay with that. down here, it's kind of fun to do it here because it just kind of highlights some of the areas. All right, I'm stopping there. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm no expert here, but I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm gonna let that all dry, and then we'll work on the other tags. Okay, I think it's mainly dry. So let's see. I'm gonna start this like that, and just very carefully take it off of here. It's actually pretty awesome. I really, really love this stuff. And the cool part is, like, it gets yucky like this. You can just put this under the sink. I mean, it's still pretty sticky even though it looks kind of yucky, but you can put this under the sink and wash it off, and it will be good as new. So yeah, I'm really stoked about that. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at this. This is like a printable for the back of this one. It'll actually, this is on pretty thick cardstock. So I think it'll add even more stability, which is great. I would not be unhappy with that. Okay. I'd like to bring a little bit of the blue in here, maybe. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. All right, I really like the way this white pops on here. I'm gonna go ahead and add this, and then if I decide I want to put something else in there, I can put something else in there in a bit. But I do really like just this white. I'm gonna take a little excess off. I do really like just this white label on here. I think it looks pretty cool. Oh, come on. I'm not supposed to stick to that. You're supposed to stick to this. Stick to this. Oh my gosh. All right. This is just... All right. Is that even-ish? And you know, I could probably just fold it over to the other side. That actually looks kind of cool. I'm liking that. All right. And I forgot I wanted to add a little bow to the top of this. Just another layer of texture for this. Okay. Okay, yes, I'm very much liking that. Okay, so I'm just adding some craft cardstock, the thinner cardstock, to the back of this. I think I want to add a little bit of some lace to the top of this, and I really just want a like a cream color. So this is exactly what I was thinking. Maybe something like that. Might even want to do some twine or something through that. Let's see. I can use a little bit of this. Okay, so I have a needle with a really big hole, and I just threaded this through there. Like that. And then, let's see, I'll just This is not going to stick, so I'll go through this just like this, just weaving in and out of the holes. There we go. I do want that little red portion there to show. So I'm just going to use a little bit of glue to glue this down. Line like that. Yes, I like that corner showing. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of stitching on there. Stamp on that. I'm going to stamp on this right here. Can you see what I'm doing right there? In this blue. And that'll give me a blue, blue, and blue. And then a cream, well, cream, 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 cream. Red, red, red. Yeah, that'll look pretty actually. I think I like that. Okay. So let's see. Let's just go ahead and do that. Okay. I'm gonna put that there. I'm going to use some Speckled Egg archival ink on here. Okay. Cool, maybe one more. Okay, so I did some stitching. It doesn't show up a whole lot. It really just adds some texture there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of some washi to the back of this.
Just put that in here, like that. And yeah, I have to say I'm pretty pleased with the way this turned out. So we've got our little, ticket for the nature journal, the shroom there. We've got some red. We've got some of the red. We've got some of the red. We've got this blue. We've got the blue. We've got the blue. We've got white, white, white. Well, white here too. We've got the brown, the brown, the brown. And then this little guy. And then we've got the cream, cream, cream. So, you can kind of see these colors over and over. And, of course, the craft in the background. And, each of these comes out. You can, add some journaling on the back of that. You can put a photo here or gesso over it and do some journaling. This is, a great place for journaling on here, just like that, or on the back here. And this little tag, super cute. The bow turned out okay in the end. And you could do some journaling like with a white pen would look really cute. And then this is the base.
I hope you enjoyed today's video and that you found some ideas and inspiration to develop your own daily habit and to practice your craft. That is, after all, what the 100-Day Project is all about, that we inspire each other, that we build community, and that we just really get motivated to express ourselves creatively. If you enjoyed today's video, please give this a thumbs up, leave me a comment. I really would love to hear what you're doing and what your plans are for the 100-Day Project, or if you're just enjoying watching everybody's videos, that's okay too. And if you haven't yet subscribed and you enjoy this kind of content, I hope that you do so and that you share my channel with your friends. I will continue posting videos for this 100-day project if I get community involvement and people seem to be enjoying these videos. I will continue to do the 100-day project regardless, but I just might not post it on social media as frequently if I don't get that kind of involvement and engagement. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Again, this is Denise with PaperKraftD, and craft on.